A much earlier start than yesterday. I'm Professor Vocus, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite. You can see on my tasks, I'm still 2 out of 3. Let's go over to potions. I've been just holding on to this since last night. Figured I'd wait to collect it till today's beginning. So there we go, collect that extimulo. Back out. Let's head over to tasks. Oh, there's so many spawns around here. I'm ready to get them all. Healing potion for that, and collect the final rewards for 2 out of 4. I got the baby demiguise fragment, so let's actually go over to the registry page, the event registry page, and we should be able to place that. Okay, here on the registry page, you can see the demiguise is blinking. Just 1 fragment, and it's just from completing those tasks, and that's the only way you can get that fragment. So you'll only ever get 1, and there it is. Demiguise are rare and impossibly hard to trap. They are the most desired, non-lethal, fantastic beasts in black market circles. A lot of these babies are from species that are sought after. Talking about the babies in general from this event. So, back over to the tasks. Recover 1 baby horned serpent foundable fragment. I need to go to a fortress for that, and I am going to do that today. Use any extimulo potion in wizarding challenges 3 times. Got to go into a fortress for the serpent, so I'll go in a couple times and get the wizarding challenge. And return 10 brilliant baby hippogriff foundables. I had enough of those yesterday. So I've got my coffee. You can see I have a ton of spawns around me. I'm going to go ahead and grind a little bit out here, and we'll hit the fortress together. I did end up putting on a Brufio's and a tonic for trace detection. Not that it helped me specifically with the event foundables. It took me a while to get those. It literally, I think I got my last hippogriff, baby hippogriff, of the 10 I needed. It was like 57 seconds left on my tonic, so it's like 30 minutes in. I actually saw more unicorns today. Yesterday, I was trying to find unicorns and hippogriffs, and I saw baby hippogriffs almost twice as many. And then today, I was seeing so many more unicorns, which does mean I have that image to place. So let's go to the registry first. I'm saving some images because of Legend of Hogwarts, and then other images I'm also saving in case the new SOS training kicks in, and placing images is going to give us the new resources. So I'm saving some there, but the one place I am going to place images is in the registry. So I have a couple in here to place, and I think I'll make it back around actually, like the baby Norwegian Ridgeback. I'm going to get some experience for that, and then a little bit of family XP. But I'm going to reset that anyway, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get 15 more before this event ends. And the baby Niffler, too. I've caught a bunch of those as well, today even. So down at Brilliant Black Lake Shore, you can see the unicorn. I am ready to place that image, so 15 out of 15. I don't know if you knew this, but the unicorn is my Patronus. I simply love them. The babies are so adorable. I guess you can cast Expecto Patronum. Let's head over to the tasks themselves. And you can say return 10 brilliant baby hippogriff foundables, get a silver key for it, and I did that, so I'm going to collect that. So now I need to use any extimulo potion in a wizarding challenge 3 times and recover 1 baby horned serpent foundable fragment, which you get from fortresses. Here on the brilliant event page, you can see I need 3 of the baby horned serpent fragments to actually place this image. You can see it right there. It says unknown, but we know it's the brilliant baby horned serpent. 0 out of 3. It wants me to recover 1 fragment for this task, but I have to use 3 extimulo potions anyway. And I could use them all in the same fortress, I suppose. But I think I'm at a fortress right here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and run 3 of them and see if I can get 3 fragments. Although, again, the drop rate isn't 100%. And we're going to go a little bit higher because I do have some energy. We'll go to Tower Chamber 2. Now, to get these fragments, you do have to use the Baby Beast runestones, which you can see I have 34. So I'm heading in with just a level 1 runestone there, and I have to defeat 5 foes. I'll catch you up on the other side. I ended up running 5 fortresses, 4 tower 3s and 1 tower 4, trying to just increase my odds, because the higher you go up in the tower, the higher the odds that you'll get the fragment from the runestone that you used, getting a family fragment. In this case, I wanted the brilliant fragment, which would be the baby horned serpent. There you go. Anyway, I used 3 potions during that time for sure. Extimulo potions specifically. I actually used a witch sharpening because I did fight an elite imposing pixie, I think. So anyway, we can go ahead and collect these tasks. So recover 1 baby horned serpent foundable fragment, get you a wormwood. You know, in my guide, I think I said lovage on that because it looks like lovage and I just had it in my brain. So I apologize for that. It's wormwood. Not a big deal. It's just 1 ingredient. Use any extimula potion in a Wizarding Challenge 3 times. I used regular extimula potions. I really didn't need anything huge because I wasn't going too high up in the chambers. And that gets me a witch sharpening, which gets me 1,250 experience, 75 family XP, 5 restricted section books, and 10 energy. I will take it. There we go. So we're on to the new one. Complete 5 Wizarding Challenges with 3 teammates. That almost certainly necessitates the night bus, so I'll probably do that at home later today. Use 5 potions in Wizarding Challenges. I'll probably do that during that time. And defeat 15 foes in Wizarding Challenges. I will probably do that at that time. So I think I'm done here out and about because there's nothing I need to get in the way of traces. Everything now is Wizarding Challenges, which I could do from the night bus. Okay, now here's the craziness because I hadn't seen this yet. But look at the bonus rewards at the bottom. 5 restricted section books, and then it has +2. Look at that book. I'm pretty sure that's a Defense Against the Dark Arts book, the new one. And then 50 coins, 1 Baby Grindylow fragment to put that thing in, and 30 spell energy. But forget all that. It has 2 of the Defense Against the Dark Arts books. And we don't even have that tree open, or do we? I'm going to back out. I want to see. I'm not currently seeing the other tree anywhere, so it would be odd for us to be able to get the books. I guess they'll give them to us and we hold on to them. When I get home, I'm going to check Reddit, and we'll talk about this in the next segment before I hit these challenges. Oh, but before I leave this area, let me go ahead and just collect all my dailies, because I was already done except for that Wizarding Challenge, so I might as well finish these off. There we go, dailies done. 10 coins, can always take the coins. Okay, so now I'll see you at home for some Wizarding Challenges, and maybe a little bit of investigation into why this reward is there. Okay, back home, and as you saw, I went ahead and ran a whole bunch of fortresses, got all of those tasks done. So let's go give those tasks first, because we have a lot to talk about. So first, you can see, complete 5 Wizarding Challenges with 3 teammates. The night bus more than took care of that. 1 spell book for that. 5 potions in Wizarding Challenges. One thing I did, if you ever have this use potions, at least as a professor, for me, what I was doing is I had invigorations, strong invigoration potions. So right at the start of battle, I would use one, get up to 7 focus, and immediately cast Proficiency Charm. Because everybody likes Proficiency Charm. And then the Aurors didn't even have to worry about passing focus to me, and if they did, I could shield them right away too. But good way to use potions and make everybody in your chamber happy. The last one, defeat 15 foes. I did that, almost all of that during the 5, but I had to do, I think, 1 or 2 more. I think it was 1 more chamber to get 3 more. I had done 12 at that point. Which brings me to the rewards at the end of task 4 out of 4, which initially we thought it was 5 restricted section books, 50 gold, 1 Baby Grindylow fragment, and 30 spell energy. But they threw in 2 Defense Against the Dark Arts books, which you saw before. I was like, what is going on? So I did go to Reddit. The Ministry of Magic, meaning some of the official people, did post in Reddit that they were bringing these out now so we can start to collect them. We still can't use them yet. The skill trees aren't out yet. But since these are event only, they figured they would at least get us a head start on these, so when they do introduce it, we would already have some. But that makes me think, if they want to do it so that we have it before they introduce it, then are we going to get this before the Wizarding Weekend? That's the question. I don't know. Anyway, I'm about to get 2 of them in this right here. This is Defense Against the Dark Arts books, which you can only get from events. So collect. Awesome. So there you go. Event complete. Congratulations, you've completed this event. We know we have not. So like I said during my guide, if you back out, there'll be some talking. The SOS Task Force has issued you a special assignment. Check your assignments to get started earning rewards. And you go back in, back to the correct screen, and the special assignments have popped up. Now, if you look at the bottom, we've been over these special assignments, but I want to go to the bottom. Right there, 3 Defense Against the Dark Arts books. Again, in addition to the other things we already knew we were going to get. So we've got some time for this. In the past, the bonus tasks for events like this just gave us more spell books and didn't give us restricted section books, and this doesn't, but it is giving us the defense against the dark arts books. So it almost really makes it where we do need to complete this. Whereas in the past, people would be like, oh, I don't need any of the things that's being offered, but now people are going to want that, so they're going to have to do the things. Now, I will say, I feel like they've made it a little easier. It's not as hard as when they've thrown family experience into the mix and that kind of thing. So they might be doing that because they're giving us the defense against the dark arts books. Okay, I forgot that you can go to utility in the vault and it actually lists all your stuff. So there you can see DADA books, defense against dark arts, and I can hit info. It just says they're used for study and SOS training lessons, earn them from events. So nothing too exciting. I have 2 right now, and when I finish the bonus tasks, I'll have 3 more to go up to 5. So backing out. So before we move on, if you go to, I just went to my SOS report, and right up at the top, they have something called Going Further with SOS Training. You can see, I'm going to scroll through it. You can see how long it is. I'm not going to read this whole thing for you. You can certainly read it on your own. A lot of it is just the makers of the game, or at least their social media people, kind of explaining their process and why they're doing SOS training and that type of thing. There's really only 2 things I want to really highlight about this. One of the 2 things is just a statement they make. It's not any new information, but it's just good to hear this statement come from them. And I'm going to read this kind of part of a paragraph. We know how frustrating it can be when a confoundable resists your spellcast, or when a rare foundable escapes. These mechanics have always had their own balance within the greater game, including ways to impact them such as raising your player level or even certain potions, but we wanted to overhaul these kinds of mechanics to make them easier to understand, while also creating more opportunities for players to directly impact the outcomes themselves. I guess it really, to me, that sounds like they're saying, we understand that you're frustrated that when this stuff happens, that we have never really had it explained how all of that works. The departure percentages I've never seen. I've never seen that happen. And they're saying that they want us to be able to understand them better, so they're going to maybe be making decisions that help us in that way, and that they're going to create more opportunities for us to directly impact the outcome ourselves. Which is this new skill tree? Well, hopefully it'll allow us to put resources into making the flee rate less. Make it less likely that they'll depart. Making our spellcasting stronger so that it does maybe go up more. Because one thing I can say that I feel like this is addressing is sometimes you'll encounter a foundable, and if the whole bar is the same color, then it doesn't matter what you do for a cast. It could be a good, great, fair, it doesn't matter. If it's in the same color range, your percentage chance of getting it is the same. Sometimes it's green at the top, and then it gets lighter green, and then it's yellow, in which case casting a better cast gets you up there, but that doesn't always happen. And even when you throw a potion on, sometimes the bar just goes one color. So again, your impact of the cast isn't really affecting the outcome. So I'm hoping they're meaning they're going to make that happen more, where our casting, our ability to do it, will make a difference. I think we would all like that. Now, the second thing I want to talk about isn't in this message. It has to do with this message, but a Ministry of Magic official, meaning, again, someone officially with the game, posted on Reddit, and they were talking about how we get the field guides, and how we get the ministry manuals. The field guides will be from returning traces. If you return a low trace, you get some field guides. If you return a higher threat foundable, you get more field guides. So the higher the threat is, the more field guides you're going to get. And we were correct that they are similar to scrolls, and that you're going to have a lot of them, and it'll cost more of them to upgrade things. The second thing the Ministry of Magic person mentioned was that the ministry manuals will come from placing images in the registry that aren't mysteries. The mysteries page, let me go over in my registry. I've got to rank up. There we go. So if I go over to mysteries, it's at the bottom there. You can go over to mysteries. These were the ones you were gaining for kind of going along doing the tasks. So a lot of people, if you've played for a while, you've already finished these. You got all of this stuff. It's about the storyline in Grim Folly. They're talking about the exploration when you're placing images here, and I guess in events as well. Just placing images will get it. But here's the thing we didn't know, that at least I didn't know, and I saw it in this post, is that the page you're placing the image on has to be bronze or higher. So for me, like going back to Wonders of the Wizarding World, Hogwarts Gate here, I was saving 2 images because I was thinking I want to place these images and gain ministry manuals from this. Well, this page is not yet bronze. It's still on its wood, which means this won't do any good for me. So I actually can go ahead and place these images, which I'm going to do right now. There's Grop, and then I'm going to go ahead and place that wanted poster as well, because that's not going to get me ministry manuals. So definitely a lot of information came out today. All of a sudden those Defense Against Dark Arts books were out there. But getting back to the event itself, you can see I made it to the bonus task. We've already done it. We did this together. And I'm going to start working on this. So earn 10,000 Wizarding experience from Wizarding challenges. Got to return 45 of the baby beasts. Complete a Wizarding challenge in my highest chamber. 7 potions, 20 foes. A lot of Wizarding challenge things. And then just general returning foundables, event foundables. But I'm going to save that for tomorrow, maybe a little bit later tonight, but I'm going to end the video here with the information I just gave you about the Defense Against the Dark Arts books, as well as what we learned about field guides and ministry manuals. And go ahead and open your game, and you can read through their whole message that they gave about SOS training and why, and just some of the developers' ideas behind it. Because I do feel I like the message they gave. Now they need to follow through with it, certainly. But I definitely like the message they gave, that they're listening to us. They understand the parts of the game that aren't working so well for us, that we've complained about or brought up issues with, and they're starting to address them. All that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Knox.